Hey guys, Scott and Nate from Play Your Court, and today we're going to show you how to get better even when practicing with weaker players. So today we're talking about a pretty common topic here. I know a lot of us face as coaches is how do you get better when you're practicing with weaker players? And I know for me personally, this is something I deal with a ton because I hit with Nate on a regular basis. So
it's absolutely not.
You know, he's substantially weaker, so I've got to figure out a way to
totally false.
To still improve my game.
False.
But all jokes aside, this is something that people struggle with, and if you're in our community, you shouldn't only be playing people at your exact same skill level. We want you playing, what's the rule, 25% worse than you, 25% better, and 50% about your same skill level?
Yeah,
good job. Is that the rule? Yeah, you know, I remember stuff. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about that 25% that are weaker than you. What can you do when you're playing weaker players to improve? And the biggest tip that I'm going to give you, and I know Nate's got some specific drills you can even do, but for me, I think it's a mindset. A lot of you are going to play matches against players that are weaker than you, and what I want you to do is pick something to work on. Like for me, if I'm trying to improve my kick serve and I'm playing a player that, you know, 10 times out of 10, I know I'm going to beat them. You know, the score is maybe 2-2, 2-3. It's not a close match. I might just start hitting 2 kick serves for my first and second serve to work on my kick serve, or I might really focus on, you know, a specific pattern that I've been trying to get better at. So the way to improve when you're playing against weaker players is to take something you're not that confident in and see if you can actually beat them with that piece of your game. So that's sort of my big takeaway for when you're playing weaker players. Don't just go out there and try and win. Actually focus on something so your game improves in that hour or hour and a half that you guys are playing.
Yeah, it's good stuff, Scott. And some of you out there, I know what you're thinking. You're like, yeah, but if I start working on stuff, that dude's going to beat me. And then they now think they're better, right? It's a little stressful. We don't want anyone to think they're better. So we have a little game for you. This is something else you can do. You can play something we call Ketchup Tennis. And this is a pretty simple concept, but what it allows you to do is work on scoring positions, like scoreboard pressure, right? So how this would work is Scott and I are playing. And
since we know Scott's better than Nate,
you'll see where this goes. So I've won the first game. I've broke Scott naturally. So he's going to start the next game at 15 love. I of course hold because my serve is massive. All right, so now I'm up 2 love, which now means that Scott is now starting the next game at 30 love.
So basically for every game that a player wins, the other person gets to start the next game with 1 point.
Right, so that would be the margin. So if he wins the next game, so I'm up 2 love, but he wins the next game, now he only gets 15 love, right? So
really,
it
works its way back down. Got it.
Exactly, yeah, it's always working within 1. So really the goal is, like, if you're just much better than the other person, is that you beat him 4-0. All right, at that point, there's nowhere to go and the set is over. But it allows you to work on some scoreboard pressure and some situational tennis as opposed to just working on technique or strategies where you may be a little bit wary of your opponent thinking that they're better than you.
For sure. I love that. And so, guys, I know super simple video today, but so many players that we've coached will go out there when they're practicing against weaker players and not actually use that time to improve. Again, think about something you can work on when you're playing these matches. Use this catch-up game if you're practicing with somebody who's weaker than you are, and make sure you're making the most out of your time on court. And remember, here at Play Your Court, Nate and I just want to see you improve your tennis game. We don't know a ton about you, unfortunately, and a lot of our video coaching is definitely custom to a specific skill level. So click the button or the link below, answer some questions for us about your specific skill level. We'll then send you some custom video coaching based on the things that you need to be working on. Just click the button or the link below and we'll do the rest.